Undisputed is a brand built for all the underdogs. Out there. Not for the money, not for the crowd, but to imbue hope for all the future champions that have not been crowned, all the ones that get up time after time.
I just want to restate, like, this is a convo, not like a podcast, and silences are encouraged if you need to, think about stuff. So just be relaxed, be free. This is also my first video on the channel. Like I said, I've been wanting to create content for like 6 years now. I decided to create content for others before I had the courage to create it for myself. So yeah, let's go.
It's an honor. It's an honor to be the first.
Thank you, bro. So my first observation here is Undisputed sometimes feels like less than motivation and more like discipline. It's about discipline. And I was wondering what part of your life kind of brought that into.
That's a really good question. And the thing that brought it into my life, if I'm being honest, it's because when I started this brand, I really lacked discipline, to be completely vulnerable. And so in starting this brand, it was kind of like me projecting a trait that I recognize among people that I look up to, that I wanted to emulate. And what better way than to, create almost this platform that's bigger than yourself that you're able to champion values through. So long story short, it's actually something that I really admired and respected out of people that I'm still learning to this very day.
Who would you say are those people? I believe there are different people that would be for Zacc right now, but that Zacc that started the brand a few years ago.
Josh Heaton of Represent, for those not familiar. It was Adi of UVU. And I had one more brand owner that I really looked up to, that he's of Asian descent, he's of Korean descent, so his name is Bobby Hundreds of the Hundreds. OGs will know. So with these three guys, these are guys that I really emulate because, they've created brands that are an extension of themselves. It feels very true. It feels very, it feels very genuine to them. And in my opinion, that's the highest form of a brand owner, where you literally are the physical manifestation of the brand that you create. So I'm working on trying to get there. Not there yet, but we'll get there soon.
No, it's cool because I've heard this from other guys before, and very successful guys and girls. Whenever you want to be something and you're not there yet, you need to manifest it in different ways. Some people create, mood boards. I have a client/friend, and he always says, before I reached my, certain financial goal, I photoshopped myself in my dream car. I photoshopped my Instagram page with a certain amount of followers. I printed out and I left in a frame just in front of my desk. And eventually he got there and he surpassed that goal. And that I think that's a common behavior in a lot of successful people. Were you intentional about that? I'm gonna create this brand because this is gonna make me the person I want to become, or was it like a natural process?
Damn, that's a really good question. I feel like I'm really on a podcast. That's a really good question, Victor. So I appreciate you for that. What comes first? You're familiar with the law of reversibility. Do champions feel like champions before they become a champion and inherently feel that way?
Yeah.
I think it's true. For lack of better words, I started a brand because I wanted to be like this. It's not because that was the current state of being that I was in. To answer that question, it's because all of the ideals that surround the ethos of Undisputed, all of the people that I built the brand around, all the people that champion it, these are people that I personally look up to. They're my heroes. Yeah. So I think it's just such an interesting question that I'm able to almost put myself at the same level. Does that make sense? As my heroes. And inherently it comes with a lot of imposter syndrome. But like we both know, it forces you to step up to that level. And so yes, it's aspirational in that sense.
I'm gonna give you some game there, because coming from Brazil, I got a taste of how big the world could be at 18, but I was a dreamer way before that. And when I got a taste of it, I saw all the possibilities. Everything I do and everything I try to accomplish always tries to, chase that feeling of freedom. People in those kinds of countries, like this dude from Vietnam, maybe by buying whatever he thinks represents, his core, his ethos, he's also kind of tasting a little bit of freedom. And you imagine that guy on the gym, and you imagine that guy in a fighting club or whatever. How fiercely is he going to fight when he already has the little bit of a taste of what he can achieve? When you come from a place where even the basic things can be a little bit more difficult, and you achieve that sort of thing, like buying a t-shirt that is a certain amount, that is also like a reaffirmation for him. Like, I can do this shit, So maybe this can mean 5-10x more than what you mean, you know, than what you think it means. Like I'm pretty sure this dude, he folds the t-shirt in a different way, you know, because it's special for him. You had 2 drops, right? And both, I would say, were successful. Would you say are you afraid of sometimes with, you know, with a certain amount of success, the hunger will fade away?
Yeah, every day. Like every day. Well, 2 parts to that question, right, Victor? Every day I'm scared. So yes, like I feel fear, but I'm definitely not scared about the hunger fading away, because like I'm nowhere where I want to be, man. Like so the hunger is very here and very present. The fear comes from I'm not doing enough. Like going back to that analogy about the kid from Vietnam, if he's spending his hard-earned money, it could be a Christmas present for him. Like I don't care about myself. Like I need to be able to give him the best product because he's entrusting me with it. Does that make sense? So the hunger will always be there, but the fear comes from letting people down.
This is something that actually we asked George Heaton, me and Gosha. Also shout out Gosha, who taught me how to do all of this interview stuff. Like what would you scare you more, like losing the momentum or losing your identity in the process?
Is the momentum. When I think about it, it's not identity driven. Like Undisputed will exist without me. Undisputed will continue without me.
Yeah.
It's, to me, what the momentum reflects on, it's the people that believe in the brand. It's not like how much sales I'm getting, or it's not how much profit I'm making. The momentum refers to people, more and more people entrusting you and believing in your vision, and your world expands. So for me, the fear is more like, again, going back to the point of letting people down. Look, anyone can say anything about the brand. Like I'm not referring to outsiders. I'm referring to people that are in the world. You know, I've worked hard to create. That's non-negotiable. It has to continue.
Did you ever feel betrayed in that journey?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. It comes with it. You know, I'm not claiming that Undisputed is the most successful brand, or I'm the best brand owner. Certainly not. It's just that, you know, Victor, like people have a perceived idea of themselves, and when you exceed that, it rubs them the wrong way sometimes.
I'm gonna switch it up a little bit again to a little bit of discipline, contrasting with the violence that the aesthetics of your brand bring. I want to hear your thoughts on how fighting is like everywhere within Undisputed, but is also like controlled with training. And I think that's they are opposite sides of the same coin, of course. But for Undisputed, what is more important and what is more related to the ethos of the brand? Is it the training or is it the fighting?
It's a really good question, Victor. I'd say, to be honest, neither. It's neither the training nor the fight. It's who you become in the process. And I know that's very vague and very cliche, but allow me to explain. So,
yeah,
Undisputed is built on aspirational qualities. When you buy into Undisputed, you're not buying into the product. The product is this merch. You can just have it. You're buying into the world that's being created. You're buying into a club of people that are chosen for a higher purpose. You're bought into the underdog vision. So, honestly, with that, it doesn't. To me, like, for lack of better words, like, I don't care about the fighting and I don't care about the training. What I care about, it's, okay, what are you seeking out? You know, who do you truly want to be? And this goes for everyone. You know, we all chase things. Can I exist with this brand and help you in that? Does that make sense to you? It's more about, like, if you believe in something and you're chasing something, let this be a light for you in the path. And if I'm able to do that through the brand, my job is done.
That's awesome. As a final kind of reflection, I wanted to think about if someone watching this is right now stalled, is in a bad place where they don't want to be, not lazy, but like maybe they're lost. What is the one thing they should do this week? Like right now it's Saturday. They should be doing it today, but if not today, Monday, first thing in the morning, what should they do?
I'll say to that person, because I know that person well. Trust me, I know that person well. I'll say to that person, the action always comes before everything. You will not feel like doing it You have to do something about it in order to become the person that feels like they're meant to be doing it. And what I mean by that is that, honestly, just think about the concept that if you choose inaction, if you choose to, observe your dreams and not chase them, someone less talented, less capable, and less hungry than you will take it from you. And I think an even deeper sort of like expansion of that is that, let's say I'm that person, right? You wanted to start a brand, but I started it before you. It doesn't mean that I'm better than you. It just meant that I just did it. And then it meant that I took it from you. So to that person, I'd say, when is it gonna be enough of people taking things from you that you actually just decide one day that I'm gonna take what's mine and own it? That's my question to them, I guess. When is it gonna be enough? You gotta decide one day, right?
Bro, that's gonna be a fire short. I'm gonna edit this shit. That's awesome, bro.